welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I did catch up with the Charlotte head coach before the game. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Charlotte 49ers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown Rebels! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Using his legs to buy some time. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Middleton. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The 49ers have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Pulls it in, it's McGee. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the 49ers are in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone, it's Middleton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Handoff to the single back. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Rebels offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Alexander. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking for space, it's Lacey. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Running inside. It's Middleton. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The 49ers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground with the counter. Could be an alley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it work.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll run it. It's Middleton. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Quarterback running on the draw. Turning it on. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Cunningham.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves.
Maybe some room here. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. Motion from the wide receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Under fire. And it's a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time, there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Got it in the middle. It's Gill.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr. And they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys?
Maybe a crease. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Takes the handoff. It's Middleton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Back to throw, it's Harrell. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. Being chased. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the 49ers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Ready. Wide 80. Wide 80.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Right back to the well.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. It might be a good call later on in the game.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Gill. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Got some room to run. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone.
Ready. Black 14. Black. Spade east. Spade east.
Off play action on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. Fires on the move. That pass is incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Middleton. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He lofts one down the sideline. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Now back to your game inside Vaught Hemingway Stadium. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rebels offense is back on the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They'll run play action. He'll try to do it himself. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Rebels will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Scanning the field, it's Harrell. Bringing the heat. And they got him.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The run inside. It's Middleton. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The 49ers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time.
Oh, he's got some space. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the 49ers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get...
Breaks into the open. The 20. Inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Middleton. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Middleton. And he'll be brought down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. This time he wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Middleton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Snags it over the middle. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Rutledge. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And now on second down for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the 49ers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Rutledge. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Pressure coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Wide out trying to get it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. That leaves them with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're at.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. The short hands, it's Gill. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rutledge. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Rutledge. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the...
Makes the grab in their space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Hobbs. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Rebels have taken it inside the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Keeps it on the draw. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, this has been such a positive experience. They brought this transfer wide receiver in for a reason. They needed him to bolster their wide receiving core and be a bigger piece of this offense, and he has delivered on all of those. I've seen him talking to all the other guys, keeping guys motivated and hyped. It is so exciting to see what the future holds for this transfer. He has fit right in here today in his first game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Back to pass on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Haas. Wide open spaces. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.